south of Lake Erie at Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, pitching's going to be important for these guys, no question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 Cleveland Indians.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers, as their order will read like this. Zach McAllister will be on the mound to face them, and if he's going to be successful against these hitters, he's going to need to keep the ball down in the strike zone without question. Anthony goes. We'll step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Oh. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. So the leadoff man is aboard to start the series. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Ian Kinsler will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First pitch coming. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
He's set, now the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there, base hit.
Back-to-back, very hard hit balls to start the ball game. He whistles it.
Here's the 1-1. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there, base hit. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And the run will score as the Tigers are off to a 1-0 lead. Boy, what a great the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. Alfredo Simon will have the challenge of stopping these guys. This is a guy that's got a workhorse mentality out there, not afraid to throw a lot of pitches, but if he gets careless with his location, he can be hittable. And a quick look now at the defensive alignment behind him for Detroit. Down in order go the Tigers. Played an inning and a half. It's 1-0.
Designated hitter.
Ready now on 1-1. Goes the other way as this is line to left. And a base hit. So early trouble to lead off the inning. Yan Gomes will dig in now. The American League's Silver Slugger. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll keep ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Here's the tag by Iglesias, and they've got him at second base.
Well, there's a reason why most cleanup hitters don't make good stolen base guys, and I think this is Exhibit A right here. I mean, he never had a chance.
Here's the pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Indians fail to score. It remains 1-0. It's a way to retire the side. Lonnie Chisenhall makes his way to the plate to get us started here. Now here's a ground ball that will get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single. David Murphy will stand in for the first time here. Now another 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
That's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Leadoff man retired now for the switch-hitting catcher, Victor Martinez. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
And you remember, Martinez was one of the first big dominoes to fall in the offseason as he re-signed with the Tigers not too long after the World Series ended. And
As a look, now the pitch. On the ground to third. The second for 1, and it's right over his head. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. Michael Martinez will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. A reminder, we'll have Game 2 of the series here on the show in HD with coverage coming your way tomorrow afternoon. As you get a look there at the scheduled starters we'll have in store. And out. Brandon Moss will stand in. Base hit his first. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
hey, you know what? That's all right. You gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Yan Gomes is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And the runner will score from first.
That play was
his absolute best. I mean, you want to see a manager lose his mind? Try letting the guy score from first on an...
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Indians forced to settle for one. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. James McCann will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time.
I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
And it just about takes the second base umpire with it as it's down for a base hit. David Murphy will try it again. Set down on strikes is for 1 and 2. Now here it comes. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Indians leave 1. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Here's the first pitch to him. And his first pitch here is belted into right field for a leadoff single. So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, This Date in Baseball History. Victor Martinez will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. First pitch to him. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And here in the middle part of this ball game, he's wanting to give his guys the lead. So he picks a good pitch to run on, and he's into second now as the possible go-ahead run.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a ground ball towards the hole. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here as despite it. Down in order go the Tribe. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in Cleveland, all square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Number 7. Jose Iglesias will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Split-fingered pitches in there for strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and it's given the Tigers a 2-1 lead.
Boy, and for how well he's pitched so far, it's hard to believe that he could stand to be the losing pitcher, but that's the scenario he faces now as he serves up the lead on this home run.
Now batting.
Hard hit towards center. And that's a base hit. Anthony goes. Get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And that's through, a base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Anthony Swarzak will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Ian Kinsler will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7.
Don't let him score.
First pitch coming. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory. Monty Chisenhall will dig in now. A single and a flyout for him in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first offering. That's back up the middle and into center field. So maybe a chance here. The tying runs aboard with 2 away. David Murphy will stand in. The strikeout victim is first.
Receiver to come in out of the pen.
Oh, and just a sec now as that pitch gets away. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
Well, that certainly changes things. Now with 2 outs, that runner can move up 90 feet. So all of a sudden, a simple single could be enough to tie this thing up.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Being an infield single.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Al Albuquerque is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Mike Aviles will stand in with runners at the corners now as he looks for a 3rd straight 2-out hit here in the inning. Get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Our score remains 2-1. Miguel Cabrera will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And the 8th will start with a bang, as this should be extra bases. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one, as it's over his head and 1 hops the wall out there. That's going to...
3-1 on the way. Swing hard liner to left center. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. J.D. Martinez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one. Ball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. Runners lead from 1st and 3rd. Here's the pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from 3rd. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
And that could wind up being a very big insurance run here in the late going. Anytime you can give your bullpen an extra run to work with, they'll thank you for it. This pushes the lead up to 2 now.
Brian Shaw will come on out of. Jose Iglesias will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game. And on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Oh, and this is past him down the line, a fair ball. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, 3rd baseman,
Nick Castellanos will stand in with a showdown look. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Bourne's throw comes in, and that'll hold the runner at 3rd. Side is retired. Michael Bourne will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
And as a hitter, the thing you hate about this is that you have to have consistency. If this was a strike in the second inning, then that's fine. But if this was a ball earlier and now it's a strike, what's changed? That's what ticks guys off. Just keep it consistent.
Michael
And it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
smack the opposite way now, and this should give him at least 2 bases. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he'll cruise into the bag. It's aboard. Scott Atchison come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it... Miguel Cabrera will step in. He doubled and later scored his...
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Another chance out there at shortstop. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. Victor Martinez will get a shot here in the inning after all.
And he should be. He's a big leaguer. Like,
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A 2-run shot for Victor Martinez as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
you just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Joe Nathan will come on here. Not a safe situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Joe Nathan.
Yan Gomes will stride in, rounded out his left.
Hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches and finally just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. A pitch. Here's a bouncing ball now up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way into center field for a 1-out base hit. Lonnie Chisenhall will step in. A base hit in his last time. First pitch coming. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. To Iglesias for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row. So they've got things firing on all cylinders.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance.